So I started this project. I was just curious to see, we use this tent to start most of our garden seeds. Normally we'll have about 4,000 plants in here in the spring, starting in March or April. Tomatoes, peppers, everything like that for the garden. And then we transplant them outside. And I thought, what a waste, this tent and these lights are sitting here throughout the winter without doing anything. So I wanted to try and see if we could make some food inside the house for the winter time. One thing that we love are fresh garden tomatoes. So we planted a few different varieties. We planted some cherry tomatoes as well as some beefsteak tomatoes, as well as we have some ghost peppers down here because we like spicy food, and some chili peppers in this pot right here. And you can see the hotter the pepper, the slower the plant will grow. And we will prune these and everything and try and see if we can get any fruit off of them in the next couple months here. And also, just because we had a couple potatoes that were already sprouting when we got them from the store, you can see right there, the leaf is just starting to come out. That's more of just me putting something in the ground because I had the extra space, and they don't take up any extra space.
And this is garlic.
Yes.
I like using that to make noodle, put in my noodle. It's better than putting onions.
Yeah, and they probably couldn't hear you.
Can hear me, but not as good as your.
So I'll continue fixing this up, and I will start it back up. We'll plant some seeds in the ones that are empty, and we'll see if we can get something a little bit better in a couple weeks. I planted these lettuce about 4 weeks ago, yeah. So this project is about 4 weeks old. I built it really as small and cheap as possible just to see how much it would be. So the pipe itself is a sewer line bought from Home Depot. I bought 2 lengths of it, and then I bought some 90s and 1 cap. These pots I bought from Early's. These are 2.5-inch pots, and all I have is like coco coir inside to put the seeds, and I have clay balls inside of it as the medium for them to grow in. This will keep the moisture in as well as give them stability as they're growing. I'm going to look to see how these roots are doing, but as you can see, the roots are doing very well. And the mixture that I have is just NPK. It's really just nitrogen, phosphate, and potash. And for those of you who know me, I do know a little thing or two about potash. And so I just mix it myself. I add it to the water. The two extra ingredients that I add that most people might not is molasses, as well as food grade hydrogen peroxide. So that stops any of the rot and stuff from happening to the roots, as well as the molasses gives them a little kick, and you will notice a huge difference in your plants if you add molasses as a supplement. So far it's been a success, but one thing that we found is a lot of them died off because they weren't getting enough water. So we changed the pitch on them so it drained a little bit slower, and still found that some of them died. Now we have a leak. Well, it's not a leak in the pipe itself. What it is the water, when it's coming around the 2 elbows, it is going to that hole, which is maybe a little bit too close to the elbows themselves. So I am going to try and remedy the problem right now. So I'm going to mop it up. I'm going to shut off the pump. And then I am going to use a glue gun to try and change where the water flows. I bought a glue gun. I'm going to try and on the down 90s, I'm going to try and put a bead across just to raise the water level a little bit, just to give the contact of the new root seedlings to the media as possible. As well as I'm going to try and reroute. I'm going to put a bead of glue inside of that one to try and change the direction of the water as it comes down so it does not leak out anymore. So you can see this one has been in the water as well. It's dry. So what we're going to do is when we put in that bead of hot glue to try and raise the water level a little bit, hopefully that'll allow these seedlings, when they start to get more nutrients. Just trying to give it some place where the water has to work a little bit around to raise it just a little bit. We don't want it much higher than what it is. Maybe half a centimeter more would be perfect.
Really? Only half centimeter?
Yeah, because really it just needs to come in contact with that. And it's close.
Who's gonna eat all this lettuce? Really?
The Canadian girl. She's gonna be vegan.
No! Even I don't eat very much meat, but I still eat a little bit meat.
Yeah,
So you
especially
work-
on weekends.
So you work so hard for my vegan.
What's
Oh,
it?
you're filming. Sorry. One more. So we put it on the side, and then we make sure when we put it in there that that faces the side of the water. We replanted all of the lettuce that died off, that wasn't getting enough water, so we put the core blocks on the side so that when we put them in, they're contacting the water, and hopefully we'll end up with some more lettuce.
Fresh?
Yeah.
The fresh lettuce is so good. So I hope someone can fix that, then we can have more fresh vegetables. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
He's so focused.
Yes.
Okay. See you next time. Thank you for watching our channel. If you like our videos,
Yummy.
please subscribe us.
Yes. Subscriber us.
Yeah, yummy? Okay, subscribe us. You say.
Subscribe us.
Bye-bye. See you next time.